What up, what up? How's everyone doing? We are officially back. A little bit of a break from the live streams when I was in Vegas, but we are so back. Unfortunately, in the car, but one of the last car streams we'll do. Shane, Deefin, Sooner. What up, what up? It's good to see everyone. Guys, if you're coming here early, make sure to drop a like on the stream. Let's get this thing cooking. I definitely missed the lives a lot. I was so tempted to go live in Vegas, but for the sake of my girlfriend, who was an excellent sport the entire time, we had a blast. I figured I'd let her spend some time with me during the nights and I wouldn't go live. So we had an incredible time. It was so cool getting to meet so many of you guys as well. Absolutely incredible. Your support was out of this world. So I'm happy to be back. We had a ton of fun. And yeah, let's jump into it. Guys, 100 people in here already, which is incredible. Make sure to drop a like on the stream. Let's get this thing kicking. First time back. Oh, I missed you too, Linda. I missed you too. I was definitely jonesing to get a live stream going last night, but it was good to finally relax. Jay, thank you. Yeah, the 65 is really exciting. Also, yeah, I don't know if you know this, Jay, but I'm going to be actually working under Jake Claver now as well. I'm going to do a formal announcement for that, but I figure you guys are the OGs. You guys can get the announcement a little early. But I will be working under Jake Claver, which I'm super excited for. Taylor, good to see you. Good to see you, man. John Reed Stark was at that thing. I didn't know John Reed Stark was at it. Of course he was. Of course he was. Taylor, I didn't get a chance to check that out, but if you have any good clips, definitely tag me. I didn't realize John Reed Stark was talking. Oh, we do got a bit of a parabolic candle right now on Bitcoin, or maybe my app's just glitching. Maybe my app's just glitching. My mini pump. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, guys, I need to check out. I saw that the SEC was doing some kind of conference today. Saw Gary Gensler wasn't there, and I was like, you know what? I have no interest in watching anything where Gary Gensler's not there. Silver Days, good to see you, man. Good to see you. We missed you. We missed you. Guys, going to be getting back to the normal schedule of as many lives as possible. I want to apologize right now. I know I haven't been active recently. I was in Vegas. Winding down my current job, moving back full-time in crypto. So you'll probably see a little bit of a slowdown this week, and then hopefully next week I hit the ground running again, and I'm back to constant content being pumped out, which I'm really excited for. Just trying to wind down everything at my job right now. I got everyone wanting to take me out to lunch and stuff, so this week might be a little slow, but then hopefully the week after we're back, hit the ground running, and bang on all cylinders. Yeah, Mark, this is my last week, so I'm closing out all my projects. I had a lot going on at the company, so I had to do like a seamless transition. Had to go say bye to all my coworkers, so this is hopefully one of the last car live streams, which is really good because I'm in here sweating right now, and I can't wait to be doing this from the office. Darren, good to see you. Good to see you, man. Always love having you here. Mark, Deefin, Daniel, what up, what up? Daniel, I missed you in Vegas, dog. I really did miss you in Vegas. Really did miss you there. But, Daniel, next year, Vegas 2025. And guys, let me just tell you right now, if you were on the fence about, Vegas, look, you are going to want to be there in 2025. I don't think I talked to a single person there who wasn't absolutely blown away with how incredible it was. And the other thing is everyone is so nice. It was so cool to meet so many people. No. It's just really sunny here, so the sunglasses are nice. I'm fully recovered. I didn't party that much, to be honest with you guys. I was having so much fun meeting everyone. I really wasn't partying that much. I didn't get to gamble either at all. I was that busy. Taylor said John Reed Stark was getting through telling one of the House members his record as the Internet Enforcement Director of 11 years and how his division never was wrong in his single enforcement action. Of course he was. Look, John Reed Stark is a bit of a clown, but he seems like a nice guy. He's just like very anti-crypto. True, good to have you, man. Good to have you back. Yeah, I know financially it's a lot. It was definitely a lot for me. The good news is obviously there's a lot of write-off ability if you are going there for business. It's so much fun though, so much fun. Oh yeah, guys, here, hopefully that helps with the volume a little bit. I had my air conditioner going in my car, and that was probably blowing into the phone a bit, so hopefully that makes a little better. And the good news is hopefully very soon I'm not live streaming from my car right now, and we're only on the normal setup with a good mic and good camera. But for now, we'll let the car streams ride out. They've been a lot of fun. Guys, if you're getting here early, make sure to go up to this upper right-hand corner and drop that like on the stream. We have 200 people in here already, only 55 likes, so would love to have you guys drop a like on the stream and get this thing cooking. Tracy, good to have you. Kawaii girl, it's nice to see you back. Yes, I am home. Kawaii girl, I don't know if you know Fred Rispoli. He's a lawyer on X who does a lot in the community. He was telling me that one of his favorite places he's ever visited was Kauai, and I specifically brought you up. I said one of the viewers of my live streams, she's always on. She always talks about how great Kauai is, how she's surfing. So interesting enough, Kauai girl, you came up in Vegas. Me and Fred Rispoli were talking about how awesome Kauai was. So yeah, no, he said it was one of his favorite places, and it made me think of you. Lives from a Tesla Roadster would be nice. Yeah, it'd be a lot better when I'm doing lives from now. Oh, Kauai. Yeah, no, Kauai girl, that's up on my list of places to visit now. That's up on my list of places to visit. Oh, Kauai, there's going to be 2025. Guys, I can just, let me just say right now, it was incredible. It was incredible. Looks like Ellie might be looking into the iShares XRP ETF radio silence. Oh, I saw you pushing for that, Taylor. So, Taylor, I will say, there was a rumor in Vegas that was not a fake filing, that was a real filing. It was just a rumor. I have no idea what backs it up, but that was kind of the buzz of the whole conversation. The other cool thing about Vegas was there's a lot of people there who aren't on X, who are big XRP holders and have deep connections to some very interesting people in the community. I met someone who was very good friends with Rosie Rios on a personal level, so getting to talk to him was really cool. There was someone who knew Jay Clayton. That was very cool. So there was a lot of very interesting people at XRP Vegas who I got to talk to who don't normally interact with my channel. Some of them came up to me and said, hey, I don't know who you are, but everyone's like coming up and talking to you, shaking your hand. So we want to come talk to you and learn about XRP, which was cool because then I got to talk to them and they kind of gave me some insight that I hadn't heard before. Crypto Clay, good to see you, man. Happy to be back. I know it seems funny coming from Vegas, but I really did miss the live streams a lot and interacting with a lot of you guys. I couldn't wait to get back out here and fire one up. Ed, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Oh, thank you, Crypto Clay, man. Taylor said they filed it knowing it would be found and did it to test the public interest before temporary pulling it. What was one? In my mind, at this point, there's only two explanations. One, they didn't think the public would. I think it's that, Taylor. I think they didn't see the public would find it. I didn't think the public would find it. So I think BlackRock filed for the XRP ETF to be the first at it. I think they didn't think the public would catch on. We instantly caught on, pumped the price of XRP. They said, hold off. One of the main reasons why I think that was a real filing was Ripple never came out to deny it. I feel like if it was a fake filing, Ripple would have very quickly came out and said, okay, this is happening right now. It was weird to me that Ripple never came out and denied it. It was weird to me also because I've talked to people who have done ETF filings before, and they said, you can't just file something and have it get into that system, right? You need the right approvals. So that was also very suspicious that whoever was doing it was just able to create that like prank, right? Like that they could even get in that far. So that was another very interesting one. Um, yeah, and then you have Larry Fink, right? That he was laughing and saying he can't talk about it. You know, it's very easy to deny things. What I've noticed is typically when people want to deny things, they just say, oh, no, sorry, we didn't have anything about that. No, sorry, we have no relation to that. That was fake. No one was denying it. No one was denying it. It was just this big report of, oh, we don't know what happened, but there was no denial. So in Vegas, there was a rumor that it was real, which I thought was interesting. That was more of a secondhand rumor I'd heard. I know some people had some very interesting information on what was convincing them they were real, but what I shared was just things I already knew and that I was already suspect on. Obviously, you have the connections, you have the connections from BlackRock's digital asset management group back to Ripple as well, so there's a lot there. Guys, 333 people in the chat right now, absolutely sick. Right here, drop down, 3 dots. Maybe it's not there anymore. Actually, someone was telling me it might not be there. Exit out of the chat and drop the like. Also, 2 ways to do it. Guys, I hate to sit here and beg for it, but it helps the stream out so much. So if you haven't done that already, would really appreciate it. Yeah, they also had the 2-factor authentication issue at the SEC, Taylor. Another embarrassing one. The SEC obviously got their account hacked, and it ended up being that back in September, they had a report pretty much saying, hey, SEC, you got to clean up your security. Gary Gensler blew it off and ignored it, so that was very embarrassing. Guys, I did have some people in Vegas saying that they couldn't figure out how to donate on the stream, and they wanted to, which was something that kind of blew my mind, just because, like, I mean, the fact that people would come up to me and be like, oh, we want to donate on your stream. Obviously, I was so appreciative of that, and I thought it was so cool. For those people, I'm pretty sure it's the button right here. There should be a $ with a line through it. If you hit that, it should give you the ability to do that. I'll say that on the stream for now often. I know a lot of people are having a hard time doing that, and I just thought it was so sweet that people were coming up to me and saying, oh, we want to do this, and we can't figure out how to do it. Most of the people I said, oh, don't worry, you don't have to donate, whatever. And they're like, no, we want to. So, oh my, everyone is so amazing in Vegas. Everyone is so sweet. It was so cool getting to meet all of you guys. So if you're on the stream right now, hopefully that was helpful. And hopefully I can make it easier in the future. Yeah, we just got to 100 likes, which is really cool. Guys, if anyone has any questions, also drop them in the chat. Sorry, I know I was kind of ranting about some things early on. Looks like a pretty okay day in the market. The NASDAQ is kind of getting beaten up a little bit. Kind of trading in the middle. How sooner? Thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, a lot of networking. Is this a G-Wagon? This is absolutely not a G-Wagon. This is a beat-up Civic. This is absolutely not a G-Wagon. I wish it was a G-Wagon. Let's see what else we got. Have we learned anything about the SEC filing? No, so the SEC filing that got filed last night actually hasn't been made public yet, so I'm going to be keeping my eyes on that for being made public. I'm going to try to hold off my video tonight until it does get made public so that I can actually do a deep dive on that filing for you guys tonight. If not, the video will come tomorrow and we can break it down on the live stream, but I think most of it it's still redacted. I could be wrong on that. I'm sure Taylor will know. Under seal until tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Taylor. Appreciate that. I would have been pushing off my video all night and would have never gotten to it. Chadwick, hey, brother, it was extremely epic to meet you and your girlfriend. It felt like I already knew you and you were just meeting up with the XRP. Chadwick, man, my girlfriend and I loved you, dude. That was so sick. Oh, man. Yeah, guys, Chadwick was one of the people I got to meet in Vegas. So cool to get to meet him. What an awesome dude. Yeah, it was funny, right? Like, I came up to Chadwick, I was shaking his hand, we were talking together, and my girlfriend's like, oh, did you know him beforehand? And I was like, yeah, I mean, kinda. I know him through the live streams, but I've never actually gotten to interact with him in person. It was so cool, and we had such an amazing time getting to meet everyone in the community. We love, man. We love, man. If you were at XRP Vegas, you would not be saying that. But some people are less patient than others. We'll hide you for now, though. We'll hide you for now. It's extended till June. I don't think so, True. I don't think so. I don't think it is extended till June. Is it worth buying XRP? You got to make that decision for yourself. William Whitmore, I will say thank you, William. Really appreciate that. And you too, Sooner. You guys are awesome. Guys, I think what we'll likely do is the run over, do a member live stream tomorrow and jump into that during lunch when I'm back in my office so I can have the charts going on. We can jump into a whole bunch of stuff. But we'll just leave this one public for my first one back today. Bob, oh, really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And if anyone else was in Vegas and I got to meet you, definitely drop it in the chat. Hey, everyone, just finished Zach's interview with Simon. Oh, Simon from Uphold is awesome. And also there's another woman at Uphold who was incredible. I forget exactly her position. Guys, a little bit of fun information. This was released at XRP Vegas. It looks like Uphold is going to be offering a yield product for XRP very, very soon. It was something they leaked at Vegas. So it looks like Uphold has some very, very interesting things coming in terms of a yield product on the XRP ledger. So that was another little XRP Vegas leak. Oh, awesome. I don't, NEGI, is it Neji? I'm sorry, I'm probably slaughtering your name, but excellent getting to meet you, man. Excellent getting to meet you. Of all the XRP that has been released, how much is still available? Bob, oh, that's a great question. I think it's only a couple 100 million. Of the XRP in existence, not much is left on exchanges, and this is something that people have talked to Uphold about personally. Uphold is confirmed there's not a lot of XRP left for retail, which I think is very interesting. Oh, Taylor, so this is something I talked to about someone who was friends with Rosie Rios. He said that when Rosie Rios actually went back to work with the White House, work with Yellen, Rosie Rios was forced to step down from all her board member seats except for her board member seat at Ripple, which was very interesting to me because apparently she was just told to cut off most of her other business activities, but she was allowed to keep working with Ripple, which I thought was just another one of those things like, okay, like, why is it that all these exceptions are always made for Ripple? Why does it seem like all these different people are allowed to work in the government and then go directly back to Ripple? We've seen it with Rosie Rios. Yeah, no, Taylor, it was very cool. And the guy I met, see, and so, Taylor, what was so cool about XRP Vegas was getting to like meet people in person and actually getting to put a face and like a reputation behind some of the things people were telling you. And certain people like come up to you with like a very nice suit and you can tell they have a lot of money. You can tell they tell you what the company they're the CEO of, and you listen to their opinion a little differently than, right, like a random screen name throwing some information on a live space. So being able to shake hands with some people and really like bounce some questions off people and getting to know them, look, there is some very, very cool stuff being thrown around. Oh, Taylor would love to see you at 2025. Look, man, I'll say this right now. XRP Vegas 2024 was insane, but look, I think 2025 is only going to be better. Like, I only think it's going to get better and better and better and better. Like, I think last year they were saying there's only like 150 people max at XRP Vegas. This year there was close to 800. So guys, next year there might be in the thousands. So don't feel like you missed out too much, right? Just figure out how to get there in 2025. That's all I can say. Figure out how to get there in 2025. I guarantee you it will be so worth it. I guarantee you. Yeah, I wouldn't focus too much. Yeah, Taco Pro, most of the narrative about Ripple dumping on retail is really just made up to a certain aspect. Um, Look, when you take a look at the inflation rate of XRP circulating supply, how much XRP is coming into the market, it's smaller than most other cryptocurrencies out there. So, look, the issue isn't that Ripple is dumping XRP on retail, right? XLM, the Stellar Foundation, burned their entire escrow, and it has the same price movement as XRP. So that should tell you alone that Ripple selling XRP isn't doing anything to the price. Let me tell you this right now. It is very likely, in my opinion, that there's larger institutions behind the scenes controlling the majority of the price action of these tokens. And for one reason or another, they like to hold XRP back towards the end of the bull run before letting it go. Why does that happen? I don't know. Is that speculation? Yes, but what I don't think is speculation is the fact that XLM and XRP have the same price chart, despite the fact that the entire XLM escrow is burned and no XLM is being sold. So what controls these markets on the back end? That's speculation, but I don't think it's too hard to see the real utility behind XRP. No, Linda, I didn't go to the proper party. I wish I did. I was at a pretty crazy time in my life around the proper party. I had a lot going on. And I was just taking a little bit of, I just had to take a little bit of time away, unfortunately. But, also, Eddie said there was only 19,000 active XRP wallets. Yeah, no, most of the, look, here's the problem. Like, there's not a lot of active XRP wallets, but there's a ton of XRP wallets. And the problem is there just hasn't been a lot of ways to use our XRP. Like, there's not a lot of active XRP wallets because, guys, what are you going to do with your XRP right now? I mean, automated market makers probably activated a lot of wallets, but not a lot of people care that much about NFTs, and they're still not DeFi. So I think it's very misleading. I think once we have the ability to use our XRP in ways that other chains can use their assets, we're going to see an explosion in the amount of XRP active address. But a lot of people always say, there's no activity in the XRP Ledger ecosystem, and there's really not that much to do right now in the ecosystem. I think that's going to change in a big way. Right now, most of the XRP Ledger is focused on institutions. I think retail is going to have a lot more ability to participate in the ecosystem in the near future, but I don't think we should really expect to see lots of active addresses until we have DeFi or real ways to use our XRP. Let me tell you right now, the automated market makers, I believe, are going to be a great way to utilize XRP, but I still think they're a little too institutionally focused. I think the automated market makers are going to be used by a lot of very sophisticated investors, very sophisticated traders, and I don't think it's been compelling to really get the average person who just wants to put their XRP somewhere and have it generate yield. The iShares speculation, once confirmed, has the ability to move the market in the way we saw back in July of 2023. Can you imagine the lawsuit ending, no appeal, ETF dropping, stablecoin dropping soon? BOA announced as the dollar reserve, Ripple IPO, all in the middle of the bull run with Bitcoin pushing 100K. Taylor, I'm actually taking a screenshot of the chat right there because that right there has been one of my theses for a bit. You have the Ripple SEC case ending, right? Some very exciting news from Jeremy Hogan talking about why we might actually not see an appeal in the case. Then you have obviously the BlackRock XRP ETF alongside a Ripple IPO in the middle of the bull market with possibly new partners being announced by Ripple every single day. Maybe like finally getting that big Bank of America announcement. Guys, there is a lot to be excited about. And one thing I noticed the other day that not a lot of people understand, guys, Solana is paying Cointelegraph to pump their token. Solana is literally paying Cointelegraph to pump their token. What I saw the other day was Solana was up like 7% on the day. Cointelegraph came out with a news article saying this is why you should buy Solana. Guys, Ripple's not doing this because
they're not looking to have retail pump the price of XRP right now. It couldn't be more obvious. Ripple right now is just waiting for these things to be built in the background and then to hit the news at once, blast it through the airwaves, and suddenly retail realizes when it's too late. I really do think the mindset, right, for a lot of what's going on in the XRP ecosystem is, hey, if you're smart enough to figure it out, you'll be along for the ride, but we're not going to go blasting it to retail. Hey, we're paying Cointelegraph to promote this article of why you should buy XRP. They're not doing that. They're saying, come figure it out, and when it's time to go, it's time to go. Guys, one of the things I learned in Vegas is Ripple has never been more committed to XRP. XRP going up over the long run. There's been a lot of catalysts that have kind of pushed the XRP ledger back that I think are ultimately going to turn into tailwinds pushing the XRP ledger forward. Do you think we'll get new institutions that will take our XRP so we don't have to sell it and stake instead? Joseph, I think Uphold's going to be doing some very exciting things in terms of giving your XRP to Uphold and Uphold generating 10% on your XRP and you getting 8%. I'm making up those numbers. What I'm trying to tell you is there's going to be institutions, right, like Uphold, who say, okay, well, we need more XRP because we're working with Ripple on ODL. Hey, we have a lot of customers with a lot of XRP that isn't getting used. Hey, how about we take your XRP, we generate a yield for you with that XRP, loan it out to Ripple, and then you get yield off of it. Guys, that's something very exciting, and I think that's going to be really enticing. Look, I don't know if everyone wants to get yield by themselves on the protocol level. I think a lot of people are perfectly happy saying, look, if I have to give 2% of my yield away to get another institution to do the hard work for me, I would love to do that. So Joseph, that's another thing that these stats don't take into account. A lot of these people are hyper-focused on the number of XRP wallets, but what we know is a lot of the XRP community is perfectly happy letting someone like Uphold use their wallet to do a lot of the work for them. So there's a lot of interesting things also happening there. Ms. Vicky, I wouldn't worry about the SEC going after Uphold. They very well could, but Uphold's still small enough where it's not like a trophy for the SEC. The SEC likes a nice big trophy, and I don't think Uphold's going to provide that trophy for the SEC right now. The SEC is already wrapped up in Coinbase, Binance, right? They're going after the big guys, so Uphold might be that perfect level to fly under the radar. It's kind of like why I'm not that worried the SEC is going to go after HBAR, because like, obviously, I think HBAR is a great project and all that, but it's like in the perfect place where it's probably too small to be on the SEC's radar right now. It's not enough of a trophy. There's something to be said about sitting in that range. And the best part about the SEC is they can only go after a certain project at a time. They can't go after all of them. Uphold has their broker-dealer license. True, Crypto Clay, but it doesn't matter because the SEC claims that broker-dealer isn't registered for cryptocurrency. So that's one of the things people miss. A lot of people say Uphold, yeah, but I want to admit, Crypto Clay is right. Uphold's not an exchange. They use other exchanges. They're an aggregator. But I mean, I still think there are things that the SEC could make a case on against Uphold if they wanted to. Not that I think Uphold's doing anything wrong. I mean, the SEC, for crying out loud, is going after MetaMask, which is a wallet. So the SEC will go after anyone and make up whatever they want and sometimes even blatantly lie about the charges. So if the SEC wanted to, don't get me wrong, they very well could go after Uphold. I think they would lose. I think it would be a bad case. I just don't think they will. So I want to make it clear, guys. I think Uphold... Uphold was so smart. They saw the larger picture with XRP, stood by the holders, and now we'll have customers for life. Same with Link2, thousands of new accredited investors incoming. So smart. I completely agree with Taylor. I completely agree with that, Taylor. And Taylor, I got to shake hands with a lot of the heads of Uphold at XRP Vegas. These people are incredible. Very, 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 very smart. Very smart. And you just talk to them and you just feel so comfortable using their platform after talking to them. They look you in the eyes. They were asking me all these questions about what I was doing. They were giving me all these different things they do to make sure their customer assets are safe. It was just really cool getting to talk to them. And as someone like myself, obviously, as you guys know, I've been promoting Uphold for such a long time on my channel. It's just so nice to be able to be like, yes, I'm like proud to support these guys, right? Like, yes, I know they're doing everything in their power on the back end to make sure that we're going to be honoring the customers that you're bringing over. So it's super cool to see that. They have a lot of pride in what they do. You can tell they have a certain level of professionalism that not a lot of other exchanges have. Very, very cool. Guys, I will say real quick, 400 people in here, which is outstanding. Make sure to go to the bottom of the, make sure to exit out of the chat and drop a like, or upper right-hand corner. I think you can do it both ways. There should be a little X on the chat. You could close out of that, hit like, go up here, hit the 3 dots, and there should be a drop down for a like, or hold your finger on the screen and that should pull it up. Really appreciate anyone doing that. I don't like to have to keep saying it, but it helps so much. Whenever I say it, the likes skyrocket, the viewership skyrockets, so thank you. GCB, man, thank you so much for the donation. Really, really appreciate that. And I love the question too. Guys, as much as I always appreciate any donation, I really like when there's little questions slapped on, because I like to feel like I can give you guys something back. What do you think Gary Gensler and Warren are trying to accomplish the crypto industry? What happens if they get what they want? I think Gensler and Warren want to kill the cryptocurrency industry to a certain degree. I think Gensler and Warren are in Wall Street's back pocket. I think they want to do everything they possibly can to try to hold this industry back. I don't think they'll succeed. At the end of the day, Gary Gensler only has until 2026 at the latest. He'll be gone. I don't think Elizabeth Warren has ever passed a bill. Not too worried about what she's going to accomplish. Guys, let me tell you this right now. I think this is something that you all need to understand, and I think it's something very important. The smartest people in the room when it comes down to cryptocurrency are pro-cryptocurrency people. The people who are actively trying to create legislation are pro-cryptocurrency people. The people who are anti-crypto, right? They don't actually know anything about crypto, so they can't pass any bills that really hurt the industry. Yes, they can throw uppercuts and jabs, but the people who actually understand crypto are the ones working on the bills. So therefore, all the best momentum bills, all the things that are actually going to have an impact on the industry are getting pushed by the people who care, which is so important. Oh, that's awesome, the Foz man. My account got hacked, my fault. So also, first of all, super cool that you're at least willing to admit that. Uphold froze my account until we worked everything out. Very, 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 very cool. I deleted your message just because you said how much XRP you had, and I would not recommend doing that, but great, great, great message. I always tell people never say how much XRP you have, but I'm glad Uphold did you right. Yeah, guys, Uphold had a lot of fun in the beginning, and it's important to understand, guys, Uphold's not perfect, right? Uphold's not perfect. Uphold's going to make mistakes. They're not going to be perfect here. All we're looking for is an exchange that actually kind of has our back. And the things Uphold does that I like a lot is that Uphold, right? 1, always make sure we get our airdrops. 2, Uphold makes it so that if you're staking on their platform, they're giving you as much yield as possible. And 3, they just build really cool, nice to use interfaces. Like, how many exchanges have you gone on and you just look at and you're like, what do I even click on? Like, I don't want to see the live order book. I don't want to see the offers like 5 places above the current market price and 5 places below. I literally just want to go in, spot buy XRP, and have it in front of me with an easy to see portfolio. So, huge shout out to Uphold. And I just want to repeat real quick for those of you guys who maybe didn't get this. I got to meet with the Uphold team, and they're just so incredible, so incredible. And that's one of the best things about Vegas, right? Like, even people, like, there's some people in the community, right, that I didn't really know before. Some of their content, right, wasn't always it wasn't how I did content, right? And because of that, I just never really engaged with them that much. But getting able to, like, meet people one-on-one, shake their hand, and, like, actually see them in person completely changed my view. XRP Vegas said, any super whales here? Let me tell you, there's a lot of super whales in Vegas. There is a lot of super whales in Vegas. And guys, just so you know, if anyone ever came up to me personally, I will never tell anyone about your situation, so please don't worry about that. But I will say there was a lot of super whales at Vegas. Did you sign any NDAs and get any insider info? No, Fire Dog. You know, I wasn't really, to be completely honest with you, there was a lot of people who in the community who were really focused on like getting information from people. I was just there really to meet like a lot of you guys and get to know a lot of my followers. I didn't even watch that many of the presentations as much as I wanted to. I just wanted to spend as much time as possible walking around, shaking people's hand, introducing myself, and getting to know people. So, you know, there was likely a lot more information I could have pulled from people. It just wasn't really my goal. It really wasn't my goal. You know, my favorite things I heard, I think I already pretty much told you. One is that Uphold is coming around with that XRP yield generating product. Two, we have obviously Ripple's strong commitment to doing everything possible for XRP. Three was the BlackRock ETF was real. Four was that Coinbase might be the case to go to the Second Circuit rather than the Ripple case. Five, there was something else. Oh, the Rosie Rios thing. So there were a kind of things that I heard and that I got to talk to people about, but I wasn't digging for that. That was stuff people came up to me and shook my hand and told me. Oh, Halls Balls, man, I'll see you next year, 2025, hopefully. So, and guys, hopefully there's events between them that I'm going to now as well. So if you weren't there, I don't want you to feel, I don't want you to feel like you like missed it. Guys, there's going to be more, right? And all I want to do is make sure you know that, like, yeah, I had, like, the time of my life and I had a blast. And not to flex on you, but so you know, like, I am endorsing this thing 100%. Like, I'm not coming back from this thing saying, oh, like, it was expensive. Like, oh, I feel like I could have done something else with my money. Yeah, it was expensive. It was certainly expensive, but it was worth every penny. Like, I would have paid more. So, look, it's an investment, right? But to be surrounded by people that like understand like you and are in the same position as you and can just have conversations without you having to explain these things, it really is priceless. Roger said, Molly Elmore spoke very highly of you. She said your energy is infectious. Oh, Molly was incredible. Molly was so great. I got to spend a lot of time with her. I got to spend a lot of time with Zach Rector. I got to spend a lot of time with Echo. I know a lot of you might know him. He was incredible. Fred Rispoli, he's someone who I've always loved. That man is absolutely hilarious. Brad Kimes, obviously, so incredible. DAI was so cool. He sat me and Zach Rector down, shook our hands, was telling us all about his early days, giving us advice. That was really cool. I don't want to miss anyone. David from Digital Outlook, he was incredible. Let me think of who else. The non-financial advice crypto guy who does a lot of the edits, he was there. He was super cool. Bank XRP was there. It was funny meeting Bank XRP, right? Because he's behind the account. Obviously, David Schwartz, I got to shake his hand. Brad Garlinghouse. Something really cool about Brad Garlinghouse, I forgot to tell you this as well. Brad Garlinghouse, when I met him, oh my God, it's so cool. Like, shook my hand, like, looked me in the eyes, was like so genuine, like listening to me. And I didn't ask Brad anything. I just said, like, Brad, like, thank you so much. Like, me and behalf of my entire community, we like love you so much. We're such a fan of you. It's so awesome getting to talk with you. And he was just so genuine. And I was probably the 300th person to come up to him and talk to him. And every single person, right? Shake his hand, look him in the eye. So cool. So cool. J&K Money, no problem, man. It's good to have you. I was talking to Zach about things he could do to get his channel back. I think he's in the right place now. Kawhi, look, I would love to work for Brad, but to be honest with you, Brad's got people at the company higher level than me. So, yeah, Thunderball was incredible to see how many people were there and saying like, oh, they were looking for me last year and we're so excited I was here this year. It blew my mind a little bit. Let me tell you who really was shocked. My girlfriend, her head was ready to explode. So at first, when I walked into XRP Vegas, I didn't really know what to expect. I was kind of trying to stay like a little bit low key. And as soon as I stepped into the conference, there was a circle of maybe like 20 people around me. All be like, Mikkel, can we get your picture? Everyone is so nice too. Everyone is so respectful of my time. But my girlfriend was just like had no idea like how many people are gonna like be wanting to talk to me. So that was so funny. Her reaction was funny. She went back to the room that night and she was just smiling. She's like, I could get used to this being famous thing. I was just cracking up. I was like, I didn't even know I was gonna be this famous. So that was pretty surreal. And the cool thing about it was just how respectful and nice and genuine like all of you guys were. That's what made it so incredible. That's what made it so incredible. Oh, Neurotic Nurse, good to see you. Good to see you. John Deaton, Meta Law Man interviews seem dope. Yeah, that was one of my favorites. That was one of my favorites. That and the XRP documentary. The XRP documentary was insane. Insane. And one of the coolest parts about it is I was sitting there with my girlfriend and she had never seen We the People. She was with me before it, so that's the cool thing. One of the things about that was cool about the XRP documentary was my girlfriend doesn't really know about XRP or Ripple. Obviously, she got a big dose of education at Vegas. But after the documentary, she was like asking me all these questions about who the regulators were in the documentary. They were asking me about she was asking me about XRP, the asset. She was asking me about Brad Garlinghouse. So it was really, really cool to see how impactful the documentary was on kind of people who might be nervous about crypto or didn't know about crypto. So that was really, really, really cool to see how impactful the documentary was on someone who didn't have a lot of knowledge about crypto beforehand. And I did get in the documentary. I got to meet the founders of the documentary too, the producers. Some of the most incredible people I met in Vegas were Chris and Maya, who are the head of XRP Unleashed. Incredible, incredible, incredible. Are they going to release the documentary preview to the public? Taylor, they have some trailers on their channel. I guess what they're doing, Taylor, is every single time they go to an event, they make a new trailer for that specific event. So I don't know if they're going to release that specific trailer. I would assume that it's going to get posted somewhere eventually. I think all the clips from Vegas are going to get posted. So I would keep your eye out on that. But I think we're actually pretty close to getting released. So I would expect there to be more and more of these documentary kind of trailers popping up. And it looks really, really good. Really, really good. Is your girl an XRP holder now? Messi, we're working on that. She got back from Vegas, and on the plane ride back, she looked at me and she's like, so is it still a good time to get some XRP? And I was like, oh yeah, babe, it's a great time to get some XRP. So I thought that was pretty funny. She will be an XRP holder. We got to get her account set up, but yeah, we did get her converted. Another funny little story is I was checking out from the hotel and I was leaving, and some guy behind me came up to me and was like, oh, what are you here for? And I said, oh, I'm here for like a cryptocurrency convention. He's like, crypto what? And I was like, oh, cryptocurrency. They're like digital assets. They're like currencies for the internet. And he's like, oh, I've never heard of a cryptocurrency before. And guys, this should tell you how early we are, right? We're in Vegas. I'm at an XRP conference. This dude behind me doesn't even know what a cryptocurrency is. And I'm talking with him, and I was like, yeah, the one we were here was for XRP. And he's like, oh, he's like, very cool. And he's like looking it up on his phone. And he's like, where can I learn more about it? And I was like, oh, like come follow my YouTube channel. So guys, that should show you how small this thing really still is, man. Like we have so much room to grow, and so many people think, oh, we're gonna miss it. We're too late. The US is gonna miss out. Guys, most people have no idea what we're dealing with now, and they're gonna, because this technology is gonna revolutionize the entire financial system. Vegas Andrew, that's good. Vegas Andrew said, careful, Mikkel. I got my girl buying XRP about a year ago. Now every single morning when we wake up, she asks, are we rich yet? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Did I have fun at Topgolf? Yeah, Topgolf was really cool. Actually, I was there at Topgolf with Fred Rispoli, And oh, good question. RTP, WTP. Who's WPT? Let me get into that question in a minute. I was at Top Golf with the Reaper Financial people. They're all absolutely awesome. We had a ton of fun. We were giving Fred Rispoli a little bit of a golf lesson because he was shanking it all over the place. But we had a ton of fun at Top Golf. It was beautiful there. I was pretty jet lagged there, so I was like walking around like half asleep. But it was a lot of fun. Yeah, so why would it, this is a good question. This is a good question. Why would you want to purchase XRP ETF when you can buy XRP directly? That's a great question. Let me tell you right now. There are so many people who I talk to on a daily basis who want to buy XRP but have absolutely zero interest in moving money out of their retirement accounts, have absolutely zero interest in moving money out of their taxable accounts, have zero interest in getting involved in any kind of cryptocurrency exchange. All they want to do is buy an ETF. Why is that? It's because ETFs are something they're comfortable with. They see ETFs as a regulated product. They see ETFs as something they are used to interacting with. They see ETFs as something that can be purchased in a place they like. And a lot of these people have accounts from the $500,000 mark to the multi-million mark. So a lot of these people want to get involved in XRP, but simply do not want to do it unless they can buy in their brokerage. So the XRP ETFs are going to allow a lot more people to get involved in this space without actually having to go to some of the cryptocurrency exchanges. And for a lot of people, it's just not practical to do that. XRP is a cryptocurrency, and ETF is just a wrapper that allows you to buy it on like a Charles Schwab or Fidelity. Also, the issuer purchases the asset for you and deals with the custody, ease of mind for the masses who don't want to do self-custody. Exactly, Taylor, exactly. Oh, I didn't know Jake was that good. Oh boy, I thought Jake was like your average golfer. Oh no, I didn't realize he was getting his pro card. Oh, I better start grinding. I didn't know Jake Claver was that good at golf. Oh boy, I'm gonna get smoked when I play with him. Yikes. Of course Jake is. Jake's just good at everything. I think Jake is literally just good at everything. Jake is such a beast. Of course he's getting his pro card. Like, what else is Jake not probably, like, everything that guy does, he's just like an expert at. That dude, of course he's getting his pro card. Like, how do you get it started? Get what started? Oh yeah, neurotic nurse. Yeah, like I should have just assumed Jake was getting his pro card. I should have just assumed he was getting his pro card. No, Jake is incredible, man. I literally, guys, I know Jake's my boss now, but like I literally look up to that guy so much. Like it's insane. Like I literally look at him as like a big brother. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm glad I kept the beard too. That's funny. Also happy you kept the beard. That's funny, Jack. That's funny. That's big influence for my girlfriend. Jake said retail only hold 2 billion XRP. I'm sure he's right. I've never dove into the numbers myself. I know he's done a lot more research on those numbers, and I know he's talked to Uphold themselves. What's my start date with Jake? My start date's Monday. So I'm winding down at my job right now, transferring all my work over. Guys, let me tell you right now, I probably shouldn't talk about this, but since I'm leaving my company anyway, right? Like, whatever, what are they gonna do, fire me? We have about like I think we have like a 10-person team. I was carrying a lot of the work for like the mechanical design stuff. So obviously I left. And then our biggest electrical guy retired 2 days later. And then we just had our other lead mechanical guy step down too. So I had to meet with my boss today. I'm just like, look, man, I am so sorry. Like, I love my boss. He is such a great dude. I'm like, dude, I wish I could stay, but like, I need to start on this other position. And he was so nice. He was like, no, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. He's like, if you ever need a job back, come back to us. We'd love to have you back. So it was really cool to see like a nice wind down there. But that's what I'm doing this week. I'm just winding down the rest of that work. Hi from Afghanistan. Very cool. Hello. Thank you, Silver Days, guys. It's so cool to see you guys saying you're proud. True, thank you. Silver Days, thank you. You guys are incredible, man. You guys are absolutely incredible. What time frame do you see the House passing the Fit for the 21st Century Act? I think Robinhood, Coinbase, Wells Notice. Okay, so Taylor, they did talk about that in Vegas. Everyone was very confident on legislation being passed next year. Everyone was very confident on legislation being passed next year. Everyone was very pessimistic on legislation being passed this year. So it looks like we're going to essentially get absolutely nothing until next year. I know a lot of people probably think of that as, oh, I can't believe it's taking so long. Let me tell you right now, I believe that is very good. Very good. I think we're going to get that next year. Yeah. So everyone was very confident we were going to get it next year. And it wasn't like the people who were confident were, what was it called? Perry and Boring's group. I forget the name of it. Perry and Boring groups. So they're obviously in Washington. They were speaking and they said next year. John Deaton said next year. Jeremy Hogan said next year. Metal Law Man said next year. And so that was something I was excited to see. Oh, would love to get a round of 18 in with you, True. Would love to get a round of 18 with you. I was talking to Jake a little bit. Oh, Taylor, having you on the streams, man, having you on the streams is so nice. I feel like whenever I'm like slightly off or I'm on something, I can count on Taylor to come in there and hit me with what I needed. So appreciate that, Taylor. Digital Chamber of Commerce. I got to meet Perry Ann Boring too. She was really sweet. I think she was a little taken off guard by how much like the XRP community was like appreciating her. I think she was expecting like a lot of pushback, and everyone was just like loving her and celebrating her. So that was really cool. I heard there's going to be some exciting news about the stablecoin at Apex. That's another piece of insight. I heard there's going to be more exciting news about the stablecoin at Apex. In Jake's last Q&A, he maintains a price prediction of $100 to $200 by the end of 2024. I prefer that prediction on 2025, but look, everyone can put their own price predictions out there. And look, Jake's a very smart individual. Look, I think $100 by 2025 is a bet I would choose over 2024, but hey, man. If I get $100 XRP by 2024, I will be the last person complaining. Look, guys, for me, right, XRP has done the hard part, in my opinion, right? In terms of getting large-scale adoption from the big institutions, I think XRP is already positioned there. It just comes down to the masses waking up to it, and I think that could happen at any moment. So XRP and Ripple's lawsuit ending is even bigger as long as there is legislation. Honestly, Defen, I think Ripple is at more of an advantage if the lawsuit ends before there's legislation, because then XRP is the only digital asset with some level of clarity. Once we have regulation, then there's going to be clarity for everything. So the biggest issue is things like Ethereum being put into lawsuits now that might not end for 4 years. It's really nice that our battle is almost over. And the rest of the industry is just getting started, which makes me question, right? Like, why is that the case? Is it some kind of plan? Who knows? It's easy to say $100 is not possible until XRP gets the same demand ETF Bitcoin did. Then all bets are off. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say any price is impossible. I mean, like, look, it was easy to say that $3 wasn't possible when XRP was half a penny, and then that happened. It was easy to say $60,000 for Bitcoin wasn't possible when Bitcoin was $200, and then that happened. It was easy to say $1,000 for Nvidia wasn't possible when a couple years ago it was trading at 30 bucks. That happened. So look, every price target seems impossible, and then it gets to those price targets, and everyone's like, oh, I guess that is possible. The only thing, the thing that's easy is take a look at the things that go parabolic. It's things that got exponential adoption. So at the end of the day, all my thesis is that XRP is positioned perfectly to get exponential adoption because of where it's being positioned in the financial system, because of where it's being positioned with large money and large institutions. And in my thesis is once that adoption takes place and once the masses wakes up, we're going to see prices for XRP that most people thought were impossible or too high or too lofty. Look, I can give you millions of examples of different assets reaching prices that everyone thought was impossible. If you told anyone in 2000, if you told anyone in 2005 that there was going to be multiple $1 trillion companies, there was going to be multiple companies over $3 trillion, people would have said that's impossible. You can't have a company worth $1 trillion. So look, everyone likes to be an expert in the time and say, oh, things won't happen. And then those things happen and people realize, oh, well, times are different. This technology is more powerful than we thought. So yeah, I don't focus too much on the exact dollar amount, right? I really don't. To me, a lot of numbers are thrown around, and right, I'm just here for the ride. Whatever price it gets to, whatever price it hits, look, it's going to be higher. It's going to keep going up to a certain point, right? So like a lot of people talk about like, all right, $30, right? It hits $30, and then 5 to 6 years from then it's $150. So like there's a lot of different places it can go. Look, all I'm focused on is the adoption continuing to happen. Taylor said $10 trillion market cap is peanuts if XRP and Ripple has all of the use cases at global scale, ETFs, RWA, Ripple stablecoin, liquidity, cross-border payments. Exactly, Taylor. Look, as I think about it, right, every single industry gets exponentially more valuable than the industry before. Can XRP replace the value of currency? Can XRP replace the value of a lot of these different systems? Is that quadrillions of dollars rather than trillions? Look, over the long term, we're going to figure it out. But right now, I just think a lot of the price predictions are maybe based on the wrong assets. Yeah, I think Taylor hit it perfectly. That's the thing, and that's what I try to tell people, right? Like, I'm not just exponentially bullish on XRP hitting these prices for random reasons, right? All of my reasons are based on XRP getting the mass adoption for it to succeed. So, like, I'm not gonna be this mega $100 XRP bull if I start to think, okay, there's no way XRP is gonna be used for real world assets, or there's no way there's gonna be an XRP ETF, or there's no way Ripple's going to be successful in financial institutions using XRP. But everything I've seen up until now makes me even more confident than ever that those things are going to happen. So therefore, it makes me more comfortable assuming that we will see these high prices. If XRP was failing to get the adoption, then I would not have these thoughts. But it's because I see the adoption happening and the price lagging, that's where I start to think, hey, it's very likely the price is going to catch up to the adoption, and we're going to see a lot of the things we've been speculating on, they just took a little longer to develop because of the lack of awareness from the mainstream cryptocurrency investor. Guys, most of the cryptocurrency ecosystem is not focused on the right things, in my opinion. They're not. Let me check the news quick, see if anything interesting is happening there. My phone looks like it's almost dead. Let me see if I can plug that in real quick. Do I not have service? It's so funny. Like, if you've managed to lose money on XRP, then it just means you're like buying only tops. Because like if you just look at where XRP's gone since the time I've been producing videos, it's been going up from I think I started at like 20 cents and now it's at 55 cents. So if you bought every single top, then you might be able to be down on some portion of XRP, but the majority of people are at least even, if not up a small percentage on their XRP. So if you've managed to lose money along the way and only buy tops, I certainly wasn't encouraging you to do that. And I think over the long run, people are going to realize that a little patience got you to the point where most of us end up being right. But oh, Bird Brain, good to see you, man. Good to see you. It was great talking to you at Vegas, bro. And that's so funny. You have a great name because I'm never gonna forget it. Yeah, Bird Brain, excited to work with you closer. I haven't started my first day with Jake. I have a lot of exciting things I want to bring over there. And yeah, would love to have you over there. And I'll be there soon, man. I'll be there soon. I'm winding out my current job right now. Hopefully very soon I won't be live streaming in cars anymore. I'll be full-time in the office. But great getting to talk with you, Bird Brain. Really, really cool. Will Ripple ever run out of? No, I think Ripple's always going to keep a large amount of XRP around because Ripple's going to want that XRP to make loans. I think Ripple probably goes down to maybe ideally 20 to 30 billion XRP, and then I think they sit on a lot of that XRP for as long as possible. I don't think there's really any scenario in which Ripple gets rid of all their XRP. That to me doesn't really make any sense. So, I think Ripple is probably looking to get close to 20 to 30 billion. And I think David Schwartz kind of accidentally confirmed this because he said we're about halfway through our XRP distribution, XRP distribution plan. And that was going from what, like 80 to 40. So that means to 20-ish. So I think they're looking to sit at around 20 billion XRP for the future. When do I think the case is over? Well, I'll just give you what the lawyers were saying. Metalaw Man was the most bullish on the case being over quick. Metalaw Man said he believes the case is going to end in July. John Deaton, I think, was the most pessimistic. I think he said he thought the case ended in September or October. So by the end of this summer, hopefully we see end of the case. That's what I've been saying on the channel too. That's always been a time frame I've been confident in. I think John Deaton likes to be a little more conservative. Metalaw Man, I think, was giving his real prediction. So I think John Deaton was trying to say, like, hey, I don't want to get people overly optimistic, and then it missed. So I think John Deaton just gave the very conservative route. I think Metalaw Man gave you the prediction that he actually thought was going to happen. Jeremy Hogan, I think, said August. So Metalaw Man thinks it's going to be over quick. So that's cool. That's cool. That was the one person I didn't get to meet who I was dying to meet. I was dying to meet Metalaw Man. I didn't get to do it. He was the only person there. Him and Linda P. Jones. I think those were the two people I didn't get to meet. Got to shake John Deaton's hand. Super cool. Brad, David. Thank you, Strong Mountain Man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Well, we the people, you need to understand Brad's pulling a lot of strings behind the scenes, but at the same time, there's a lot of people pulling strings to try to slow Brad down. Brad's going against the financial incumbents right now, and I think Brad's going to win, but it's not going to be an easy battle. No, Floor, I can't believe it. Oh, man, I wish I got to meet you, Floor. Oh, that's so sad. Did you see me or did we just not cross paths? Guys, this is how many people were at Vegas. There was people in that conference center from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 8 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. every single day, and I didn't see people. That's how crazy it was. Floor, I can't believe I didn't get to see you. I'm so sorry, but hopefully in Vegas 2025, or maybe even better before then, we'll get to meet up. Guys, there were so many people there. So many people. It was wild. It was wild. Floor, I'm sorry again. I would have absolutely loved to meet you. See, that's how, guys, I want you guys to look at that. Look, Floor is looking for me. I was there all day, both days. And somehow we just never ran across each other. That's how packed it was. So, for sure, Floor. And 2025, we'll make sure it happens, Floor. We'll make sure it happens. I'm sorry, Floor. I would have loved to got to see you. I would have loved to got to see you. But I'm glad you still had a good time. Settlement announced on July 3rd, my birthday, Crypto Clay. That would be awesome. Oh, yeah, I had a lot of fun hanging out with Zach Rector. Meta Law Man sees the XRP community for what it really is, a bunch of knowledge-seeking individuals that believe in the leveling. Oh, that I just can't read, Taylor. That's not your bad typing. Believes in leveling the playing field with the new financial rails. Love that guy. Yeah, no, Meta Law Man is a cool dude. Meta Law Man is a cool dude. He stepped into this community and, you know, I think what Meta Law Man really shows that is what a lot of the narratives about the XRP community are completely wrong. Meta Law Man came into the XRP community the right way, right? Just coming in, being a supporter, being an XRP bull, and people embraced him with open arms. People were like, get over here, Meta Law Man, we love you. A lot of people will come into the XRP community and be toxic and be hating on XRP, and they're like, why are these people such assholes? It's like, you asked for it, right? You came into this community, you ticked off a bunch of people, and now you're wondering why people are mad, right? Like, the XRP community is the most loving, most caring, most embracing community out there, but you can't come in attacking people or you're gonna get attacked. It's like Charles Hoskinson, right? Like, he came out and decided he was going to attack the XRP community and then runs around saying that everyone's so toxic. It's like, bro, you were toxic and you pissed off 80,000 people who now hate you. Like, Meta Law Man, right, came into the XRP community. He absolutely was so cool and educational and helpful, and people love him. So it's not that hard. Alex Hunt, what is XRP? Just joined the live stream. Alex, if you're serious, man, I'll explain it to you. I got no problem explaining it to you. Love onboarding new people, but just convince me you're serious and you're not just pulling my leg. Just convince me you're serious and you're not just pulling my leg, and I'll give you a quick rundown. I'll give you a quick rundown just for you. Just because we love onboarding people into the community, Alex, I'll give you the rundown. XRP ETF this year, we'll see. I think at least by 2025, we'll see the XRP ETF. Oh, Alex Hunt. So, okay, I'll give you the lowdown. XRP is a cryptocurrency used by financial institutions to move money all around the world. XRP is a very fast, cheap version of Bitcoin that doesn't use a lot of electricity. Essentially, it's just a new digital asset used to move money from point A to point B in a fast, efficient manner. Most of us in here are XRP investors. We invest in XRP. We hope that as XRP gets more adoption in the real world, the price of XRP is going to go up alongside a lot of other different digital currencies. The main thing behind XRP is it's the only asset out there right now being used to move money from point A to point B in a fast and efficient manner. In your daily life, you probably use things like Venmo. Well, Venmo doesn't actually move any money. It's just an IOU from one organization to another. We're looking to create new pieces of the financial system that actually allow the money on the underlying network to move from one place to another to create a more fluid, more cohesive, and ultimately just better financial rails. So all of us are bullish on XRP, the asset, kind of achieving some of these things, upgrading the financial system the same exact way the internet upgraded the way we communicate with one another, cryptocurrencies are changing the way in which we interact value with one another, and we believe XRP is going to be a cryptocurrency that really makes profound impacts in this space. So, hey, if you want to learn more, would love to have you as part of the channel, would love to have you as a subscriber. And yeah, it's all about just investing in these digital assets, creating a better future for ourselves, becoming financially independent, and investing in some new powerful technologies. Erica 1, did you hear about XRP 262 on the XRP ledger? Is that the show? Is that the show? I'm pretty sure that's the show. The movie with the Federal Reserve. I do know what you're talking about. Oh, Alex Hunt, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hey, well, if you wanted more information, would love to have you around more often. It's just about using cryptocurrencies for productive means, right? It's about making sure that cryptocurrencies are actually used to make the world a better place and not just used for illicit activity and stuff like that. Cryptocurrencies are very powerful technology, and what we hope to do is harness these cryptocurrencies to make the world a better place and really just make the system that we're all using work better. No, yeah, so I think that's just a crazy coincidence in the movie, to be completely honest with you guys. And the reason why I think that is the movie was just too early for me to think there's something more to it. If that movie came out in 2012, then I would really look at it closely. But I'm pretty sure the movie came out in like 1998, which is just too early for me to believe there's something more there than just a random coincidence. So, me personally, right? Oh, awesome, Alex. Great to have you. Great to have you. And we'd love to have you on the live streams more often. Guys, this is why I love when you guys like the stream. This is why, because we get to onboard new people, we get to teach more people about XRP, we get more people in the community, and overall, we just raise awareness. So that's why you guys liking the stream really helps so often. Oh, the movie was in 1992? Yeah, that's why I believe it's more of a coincidence, right? Who knows? Maybe I'm naive there. Thank you, Roger. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Jaden, good to have you. Good to have you, man. Let's take a look at the news real quick, see if anything interesting is popping up. I was in Universal City Walk this weekend in Orlando and might have been drinking a little bit. Stood outside the tattoo shop with my lady trying to convince her to let me get the X-Tat. Oh, that's awesome. Let me tell you, Taylor. Let me tell you, when XRP hits, I'm going to do the 589 right here on my bicep. When XRP hits, I'll do the 589 on my bicep. I like the 589 route because I want the XRP tattoo, but I want something that's like a little more unique. And I think it's funny how like 589 for some people is such like a fun, cool number, and for some people it's so triggering. So I like that aspect of it. So I think I'm gonna do the 589 like right under my bicep. So that's good. That's gonna be my tattoo. But I will get the I will get an XRP tattoo for sure. I will get an XRP tattoo. I have a few tattoos as well, so for me it's like add to the collection. Add to the collection. Do you really think Ripple will be used as soon as the case is settled? If the case settles, I think it will be used very quickly. If there's issues with the Second Circuit and all that, maybe it will take a little longer. Overall, yes, I do think this case is ending. Look, don't listen to me, Prestige House Improvements. Don't listen to me, right? I want you to listen to something else, right? This is from JP Morgan. This is from JP Morgan. This is not me, Mickle, telling you this. This is from JP Morgan. What JP Morgan said was that if Ripple beats the SEC in court, XRP and Ripple are poised for significant adoption. Look, this is from JP Morgan in an internal memo. It's not Mickle telling you this. This is one of the largest financial institutions in the world. So, look, I'm not even going to tell you what I think, right? Because you know what I think. But just listen to what JP Morgan is saying. JP Morgan is literally coming out and saying, hey, this thing is going to gain a lot of adoption if they can get through let's say the regulatory holdup. So that makes me very confident, right, that we've been talking about the right things. What about Floki? I'm not a big meme coin investor, so I'll leave it at that. Yeah, guys, I like meme coins, and I think you can make some money off meme coins. It's just for me, right? It's like I only have so much money. It was so funny when I was in Vegas. Everyone was like, just from a friendly perspective, being like, "Oh, you must have like millions of XRP." Not at all, guys. Like in Vegas, I feel like I was one of the smallest XRP holders there. Not because I don't invest all my money. I invest so much money into XRP. It's just that, right, I'm a younger guy. I haven't built up as much wealth as a lot of the other people. So I always thought that was funny. Everyone thinks I'm some massive XRP whale. And as much as I would love to be a massive XRP whale, I'm just younger. I haven't had a lot of time to build up a lot of the wealth that a lot of other people have had. So that was kind of funny for me. Everyone thinking I'm like some massive XRP holder. And it's like, I wish I was a massive XRP holder. And I just want to make it clear. It's not that I don't hold, like, most of my net worth is in XRP and invested in XRP. It's my biggest investment. It's just that my investments in terms of size are a lot smaller than a lot of the more established people who have been investing their entire lives. Oh, there was a lot of people who came up to me with millions of XRP. I heard a lot of people with millions of XRP. And obviously, I want to say this real clear. I will never say any name in terms of who has what XRP. I would never do that. But I had a lot of conversations with people with millions of XRP. I'll leave it at that. What's my definition of a whale? I don't know. I don't have a definition of a whale, right? I don't have a definition of a whale. Yeah, guys. That's what and guys, most of the people who I talked to weren't even on X. Like, most of the biggest people I talked to weren't on X. So I want people to realize, right? There are huge investors in this space who don't take part in social media. Yeah, guys, look, there's a lot of people who have over 1 million XRP who didn't start buying until 2018 also. Like, people need to understand there are some very rich people investing in this space who have no interest spending their day on X, right? Why? Because they're building businesses, right? And not to like take shots at people on X. All I'm saying is a lot of people get stuck into what the community is like on X, and just know there's a very large portion of people who have millions and millions of dollars investing into XRP who will just never tell you what they're doing, will never tell you their identity. That's why it's kind of cool to be at Vegas. You get to shake hands with some people and be like, oh, I didn't know you. Thank you, Prestige Home Investments. I agree, and I agree with you, Taylor. Whoa, I just mixed up sorry. Prestige, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Love providing the content. Taylor, I completely agree. Do not use leverage. Do not use leverage. Am I still in VG? I'm assuming that's Vegas. No, I'm out of Vegas. I was ready to get out. I loved Vegas. It was awesome getting to interact with the community. But guys, I am not a city guy. I am totally like give me trees, give me wildlife. I was like, get me out of this city. I am done. Oh, thank you, Lucky Man. I hope I get to junior whale status eventually. Look, there's nothing I would want more to be like a mega XRP whale with millions of XRP, right? Like, that's the dream. That's the dream for me. I don't think I'm ever going to get there, to be completely honest with you, but, it's not a big deal. Yeah, Messi, I could sell some NVIDIA for XRP, but that's not really my style, Messi. You know, most of my NVIDIA shares are from 2018. I don't, you know, for me, I just let them ride. That's my AI investment. I like to diversify, right? I don't think that's any kind of secret. I like to have a lot of different assets, and my XRP position is well bigger than my NVIDIA position. So for me, right, I just like to hold on. NVIDIA is a company I like a lot. Tesla's a company I like a lot. You know, there's a lot of companies that I like to stick around with. I have spent, everyone in the private group knows this, back when the market was dipping a couple months ago big, I was selling off a lot of the coins I didn't really care for anymore and moving them into XRP. Palantir for sure. Palantir is one of my favorites. I like the fact that there is a XRP flip switch. I mean, there's no actual flip Need for Speed. I like the fact that there's an XRP flip switch. Yeah, I mean, I think I know what you mean. Look, I think there is going to be some level of a flip of the switch moment. I think it's going to be like a lot of switches as more and more jurisdictions. So say like Japan to this country, switch on. Japan to this country, USA to this country, boom, boom, boom. So I don't think it's one big switch where everyone just switches on to XRP. I think of it as like a circuit breaker, like on. And then you kind of have like a big lever at the end, maybe the United States. So I don't think there's one specific flip of the switch, but I think there's a lot of switches that will get flipped that will cause a cascade of price increases on XRP. I think my favorite part, if XRP appreciates, is becoming an accredited investor and being able to get some of these companies early. Hey, Taylor, man, obviously you can go that route, but Taylor, I think you would be more than capable of passing the Series 65 exam if you wanted to take it outright. You seem to have a lot of very, very good knowledge, and I wouldn't be surprised if you could pass the Series 65. So if you ever wanted to, you could also do that. Although I have a feeling a lot of us are very close to becoming an accredited investor through price appreciation. So both options are always available. You know, Taylor, it really depends on how much free time you have. If you're not going to be trying to do financial advice in any aspect, then I would say it's probably not worth it. For me, it was worth it because I also wanted to invest in the private companies and do financial advice. Now, if you wanted to start doing something on that aspect, then I would say yes. But I think at this point, we're probably so close to price appreciation on these digital assets. By the time you took the exam, you might already be an accredited investor. So overall, I would say probably not. But if it was something that you just wanted to do because, like, I don't know, it is a little fun in kind of a way. You learn a lot of very good information. Then I would say it's definitely going to make you a lot smarter. It made me a lot smarter. It taught me a lot. So it also is not very expensive. It's also not very expensive. To be a private investor, there's two routes you can go. One, you can either get $1 million and essentially prove to a company that you have that net worth. Once you prove you have that net worth, you can be an accredited investor. It's so stupid that, sorry, I was checking my phone battery. It's so stupid that the amount of money you have proves whether you're accredited, but that's what it is. The other one is to pass your Series 65 exam. To do that, you probably need to study for 3 months, probably 3 months of studying, and that's how I passed the exam. If that's something people are interested in doing, I can provide you the resources that I use to pass the exam. I didn't use any paid for resources. I just used some YouTube channels. It was hard. I probably studied for an hour a day-ish. So, you know, that's the other route you can go. You either get $1 million. I think a lot of people expect, hey, if XRP hits this price, I'll be an accredited investor. So Firedog says income between you and your spouse, 300K as well. Firedog, that's another good one. So if you and your spouse combined to make 300K, if you're individually, 200K. 300K between you and your spouse, 200K you by yourself, $1 million in net worth, excluding your primary residence. You can't count your house. And then the other one is past the Series 65. No problem, Harley Verl. Glad I could help you out there, man. Glad I could help you out. And hey, if anyone really does want to try to pass the Series 65 exam, I can let you know what I think you need to do to pass that exam. Johnny O, man. Thank you, Johnny O. Oh, man, appreciate that so much, Johnny. Johnny, the silent assassin himself, comes out of nowhere. Johnny, we love you so much here, and I appreciate so much what you do to support this channel. Thank you, Johnny O. I can't say it enough. From the top ropes, Johnny O with the elbow right into the stream, a nuclear donation. Thank you so much, Johnny. Oh, man. You know, one of the funniest things that people said in Vegas was like, it's so funny when there's a big stream of donations and I just can't stop thanking the chat. But you know, I need to let you guys know how appreciative I am of some of this stuff. It really does mean the world. And like I probably said a million times, the transition to full-time crypto is one that I'm very excited about. It's daunting in ways, it's scary, but having such an amazing group of people behind me who have had my back this entire time, you guys are what make this so much easier. Just knowing that I have such a committed fan base behind me that are really looking to help me take this entire thing to the next level. So guys, what I'm really excited about is really just blowing your minds on what I'm going to bring to this space in the future. And yeah, if you guys thought I was doing a lot when I was still working an 8-hour job every single day, just wait for what I'm going to bring when I have my full ability to really give everything I can to this channel. It's wild. I don't have any water. All I've got is the Celsius today. Yeah, Johnny's incredible. Johnny's absolutely incredible. One of the people I would have loved to meet in Vegas. Who knows? Maybe I did. Maybe I did meet Johnny and he didn't tell me. Very possible. Blockchain Rocker, good to see you, man. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. I'm sweating in here. I am sweating in here. Luckily, though, one of my last car live streams ever. It's so cool to see some of you guys thanking Johnny as well, man. That was one of the biggest things that I heard from my subscribers at Vegas, was how much not only that they loved the live streams, but how much they loved how positive everyone in the chat was, and how they felt like they could say anything in the chat and felt like even if I didn't get to their question, there was such a caring community that was willing to help them, engage with them. And everyone just was saying over and over again how much they loved the entire community behind the live stream. So it's super cool to see that. And I want you guys to know, like, even if you don't see it per se, there are a lot of people who just sit back and read the live chat and don't have time to interact with it daily. And you guys are part of what makes this show so special. So I want you guys to, like, remember that, like, there are a lot of people who watch this live stream daily who don't get to talk very often, who are just so appreciative for the positivity you guys consistently bring. So I can't thank you guys enough for that. It's really what makes this live stream so special. And there's so many people who reached out to me individually and specifically told me that. So I want to make sure I give you guys all of that credit, because it's really you guys that deliver that to the table. I can't control that. Oh, Lucas, thank you for saying that. Thank you. Look, there are so many people, Lucas, in Vegas who told me that same exact thing. They said, look, I'm here every single day and I'm working. I can't always say everything, but I'm just watching in the background. And people love how everyone in the chat is just so positive. Everyone in the chat is so helpful, looking to just, you know, ask me questions to help other people. I know Taylor has said before, hey, I asked this question not necessarily because I wanted the answer to it, but I know a lot of people would be helpful to this answer. So you guys really do help make this show so special, and it's awesome getting to talk with people in Vegas and hear how much they love it. It's truly inspiring. And when I'm beat up, when I'm sick, when I'm tired, and I'm like, oh, how am I going to get this live stream going? That's what makes it so easy. It really is. That's the kind of thing that makes it so easy. Yeah, I do have a girlfriend. She was in Vegas with me. And she had a blast getting to meet all of you. She loved you guys. Exactly, Taylor. Everyone has different knowledge points. Guys, with that said, I'm about 20 minutes late to getting back to work. I don't have to worry about getting fired anymore, which is good, but I guess I should probably help out in my last week. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Tomorrow, we're likely going to do a member-only live stream, so would love to have you guys all there. Guys, thank you so much. You guys are all incredible. I'll talk to you